Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn history chapter number 1, when, how, and where. So let us first introduce what is history. See, history is the study of the past event, and it is much more than memorizing dates. Generally, what is happening till date, people give more importance to giving memorization of the dates. But in this lesson, we will learn how did it happen, when did it happen, and where did it happen. What is that? It is the events that had happened in the past, whatever was, whatever construction of buildings, whatever huge main events that have occurred in the past. That study we are going to do in this chapter. That is, how did it happen, when did it happen, and where did it happen. Now, what is history? Events, places, dates, names, or learning facts. History is accumulation of all these. So what is meaning of history? History is about the changes that has occurred over the time since long many years to till date. That is finding how things were in the past and how things have changed in the present. So first thing about caste system in the Hinduism. There are 5 types of castes in Hinduism. That is, on the top, Brahmins, priests, and academics. They were on the top. Then below them there were Kshatriyas, warriors, and kings. That was second layer. Third layer was Vaishyas and business communities. Fourth layer, Kshudras, servants, subordinate to Vaishyas, Kshatriyas, and Brahmins. The Dalits, untouchables, do all the lower order work subordinate to all. This was the caste system. And the core, which were Brahmin, priests, and academics, they were to be very rich and having power in their hands. Below them, Kshatriya and warrior kings, they were for preserving them or taking care of them. So, let us move ahead. How is history referred to span of time? Now, history of tea. Let's think that it is a drink that is drunk worldwide. That is tea. Every household have a person drinking tea. So we cannot determine the specific date when British rule was started, as it happened over a span of time. Similarly, we developed taste of drinking tea over the period of time. See the advertisement in the right. See, that was the advertisement at that time in the right. Why? Because kings were drinking tea, so you people also should drink tea, because whatever superior people were doing the same thing, the other middle class or lower class, they were also tried to follow that. They are also trying to follow that custom. Now, time notation. What is time notation? The term Anno Domini and before Christ BC are used to label our number years in the Julian and Gregorian calendar. Before Christ, our calendars, whatever we have, the calendars we have, even Maharashtrian calendar that denotes Chaitra, Vaishak, Jyeshtha, Ashad, these months, and similarly we have January, February, March, and April. Similarly, that is January, February are Gregorian calendars months. So the term Anno Domini is medieval Latin, and in the year of the Lord, means before the birth of Jesus Christ. This term Anno Domini was used. You can see in the following diagram, a baby is born, or baby's picture is there. Before that, it is reverse counting. That is 1 to 19, 100 to 199, and similarly from Anno Domini 1 to 19 and 100 to 199, 200 to 299, and that way it was going. So BC is before Christ and AD is Anno Domini, means from the year of the birth of Jesus Christ. It has been denoted, it has been said that Gregorian calendar has been started. Now, how is our history been classified? The ancient history was from it is classified into three parts, that is ancient, medieval and modern history. So what is time duration of ancient history? That is 4000 BC before Christ to Anno Domini 500. Medieval history Anno Domini 500 to Anno Domini 100 500 1500. Modern history Anno Domini 1500 to till present. So you can see down the changes. Ancient, how the sculptures were there, the collapse of Roman Empire in the Western Europe, then medieval history, then Renaissance and transformation. You can see the present days buildings, how they have been developed. Now, what are the sources of history? How can we know what is history and how it is been written? How the events and dates have been put forth? Sources that historians used in writing about 250 years on Indian history includes official records of the British administration for British Act of writing was crucial. See, generally in our country, it wasn't necessary. They were not giving much importance. Indians were not giving much importance to events and events that occurred in our country. But British were very prompt in that. They were doing every record properly. So every plan, policy, agreement was in writing. This led to administrative culture of memos, noting and reports. And these memos, notices and reports that acted as the papers or the things that were taken into consideration for making the things possible or making the history for writing. British also kept all documents preserved in the record room, which has attached to all administrative institutes. They had record room, as we all have in our school. We keep the records of every child. Similarly, they were taking record. For example, when Battle of Plassey was over, when Battle of Buxar was fought, when British first reported in India, what they did initially. All the things were documented properly, sent to uh, British Queen, and that is why it was easier to write everything properly. So British kept all the documents preserved. So moreover, these documents were written in calligraphists by calligraphists who specialized in the art of beautiful writing, and these all records were written by a very in very good handwriting. They were calligraphists. They were writing. They are known for very good handwriting. So what other sources of histories are there? Where are they kept in our country? That we are going to learn. National Archives of India in Delhi, that is 1920s. Since beginning, whenever whatever records that are found till date, letters, it may be letters or it may be some notices, it may be whatever historical things are being preserved in our NAI. That is, it is a record room where all the documents and letters from the government and various administrators have been arranged as per the dates from the 18th century are preserved in good conditions. They have been preserved in a good conditions because they should last for longer time. So good care has been taken for them. So thank you for today. This much is the chapter. Thank you for patience listening.